Okay, so Chelsea out of a possible 8 games do have 4 wins, 4 wins, 2 draws, and 2 losses. Okay, and that's basically the same thing. For Sunderland, they do have 4 wins. Newly promoted guys, of course, they've been in the mix. We know them before, but they do have 4 wins as well, 2 draws, and 2 losses. It's just that Chelsea do have about 14 goals scored and about making. I think it's actually just the goal difference. You understand me? With the Sunderland, with the Chelsea, they use past Sunderland. So I think they're just 2 positions behind Chelsea. So it's not going to be an easy fixture. It's not going to be a straightforward win. Nobody the win where we go look say, but no worry. They go run them. You understand me? However, Chelsea side are actually riding on the crest of wave right now. It's now 5 straight consecutive wins. 5 consecutive wins for Chelsea, and against Ajax, now they complete and 5. Which Enzo Maresca, I don't know if whether he had eyes on the match, or na just say the Ajax na small small children Fulham, so to do a lot. You understand me? So there's a lot of rest for the guys. I'm talking about Caicedo, talking about Enzo Fernandez and the likes. Marco Correa not even play. Do you understand me? So Joao Pedro well rested, so he's supposed to be firing. He's supposed to be hot. Possibly, maybe they could also use maybe Garnacho could even start ahead of Gittins. We do not know, but we'll see what Enzo Maresca would do. Of course, you already know this is the preview for Chelsea versus Sunderland. Okay, so the last 5 matches between these guys has been 4 wins for Chelsea and just 1 loss in the last 5 matches. So it's looking like, oh boy, now straightforward something. But I mean, that was the end. This is a different ball game together. So I will not just come and tell you it's going to be a straight win. Do you understand? Because hey, believe me, it no go easy. You understand me? However, as I said, the fact that this Chelsea side are actually riding on very good momentum. I mean, the wins just have to keep on coming and coming and coming until one play thing happen. But I'll be going for a victory for Chelsea, but a narrow victory for Chelsea. I do not know the scoreline. Okay, but there's been a lot of rest for the players, as I said earlier on. Now let's go into the possible starting lineup. Okay, one person that so many of us did not really talk about, because I actually went back to looking at his game, was Bonanote. Yeah, Fakou Bonanote. That guy was somebody that was able to just do the basics. He is somebody that against the Ajax side, he did the basics, and he did the basics very well. Not too no overdo, not too much touches. He passes when he sees his player. You understand me? And it's somebody that doing like that, self, you go dey easy for you to. He was really involved in the game, but there was no goal, there was no assist. His game is just somehow. These are the kind of players that if they are not in the game, you will be needing somebody that will be able to do the basics for you. Do you understand me? That was Bonanote. He actually did a lot in the game, but then again, he did not score, he did not assist, but he just get something where he just good at, and that's doing the basic. That's Bonanote. That's just him, Bonanote. But let's go into the starting lineup. Definitely, Sanchez should be called back into goal. Centre back pairing. Okay, Tosin Adarabioyo made a big mistake. I feel like the Chelsea side were supposed to have kept a clean sheet at least. Do you understand me? But he did not do that, and so maybe, just maybe, Tosin wouldn't be starting. It's going to be Trevor Chalobah, and Achipong is also in the mix as well. But Trevor Chalobah and Fofana, Trevor Chalobah and Fofana, and then of course left back, the man is going to be reinstated. Talking about Marco Corella, and then right back possibly Reece James, and then in the middle of the pack, of course, the guys will definitely be coming back. I don't already talk. Enzo Maresca rather is one person that loves versatility. That's why I was able to say, okay, make my boy Caicedo go play right back. However, definitely is going to be back into midfield. So Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez. I feel it's another tricky one. Pedro Neto should be starting first of all, right? Pedro Neto should be starting from the right, and then maybe Garnacho or Gittins, or maybe the coach will want to say, you know what, let me continue to build on this thing. You understand, that's going on for you. Sometimes now, so it be. You know, go just one bench person for, you came against Liverpool, you did well, little cameos, you've been doing well against Ajax. You also did a very good job. You understand me? So hey, there's no need benching you. Instead, let me keep playing you. Since we are seeing the good stuffs already, you keep improving and improving and improving. So maybe that could spell maybe just the end is somehow, or maybe just a bit of stop impediment somehow for Ganacho. Okay, so maybe you might want to say, okay, let me continue using Gittins. Now, Joao Pedro. Joao Pedro is somebody that, mobility, movement, and everything. That is Pedro, and that's why everybody has been saying, "Oh boy, this boy good, making the play with a top nine." Because of his movement. He's somebody that just wants to move everywhere. He's not the kind of person that wants to, unlike Gui, that will stay inside the box and rather make movement inside the box. Okay, so Joao Pedro is definitely not that type. So this is where the complications. Well, it's left for Enzo Maresca to do his own changes. He should know what he wants, right? And one thing about this Sunderland side, they have a very their defense is the kind of defense they've considered 6 goals so far, right? And they do have this defense where a mobile attacker will definitely hurt these people. Okay, an attacker that is mobile will definitely hurt these people. So they do have that thing for whosoever is fluid. Okay, let me just use that. Whosoever the players that are fluid, if you're fluid, you will definitely be able to hurt this Sunderland side. Again, it's not a Sunderland side you want to take lightly. It's not a game you want to say we go beat them, we could just go. No, you understand me. Good a thing. The fact the Stamford Bridge crowd will definitely play a big role because of course you're in front of the fans. So I would really like to see what Enzo Maresca would do, because I mean Estaval had a fantastic game. Do you want to bench Estaval after having a good game? Gittins had a good game. Do you want to bench him after having a good game? Gui, aside the goal, was just in and around. Okay, so definitely I feel that Joao Pedro will definitely be reinstated. However, would you want to use Bonanote? Okay, because as I said, it was somebody that just did the basics very well. Do you understand me? Did the basics very well, and I just love these passes. One, to the carry ball. You see your man, you pass, give him. Dey one side. Pass, make movement. If you're receiving the ball back, you receive, and that's basically it. You move on to the next thing. So that's Bonanote for you. So I would really love to see what Enzo Maresca would come up with in terms of his changes, who starts, and who comes from the bench. Well, that's my own thoughts for the match. As I said, I believe it's going to be a win, but I feel it's going to be a narrow win for Chelsea. Yes, I feel it's going to be a narrow win for Chelsea. But let me know what you think in the comment section. And what's your scoreline prediction as well? Let me know your starters. Who do you want to, start the game? And thank you.